Okay, everybody, welcome. I'm not going to be doing. Sorry, I'm not going to be doing the. I'm not going to be able to do past paper questions because it becomes blurry when I change to a white screen. So I'm going to be just using the black screen, and we'll try to push as much as we can. Do a lot of things, and then we'll be able to do questions when I get this all figured out. Okay. It's work in progress. So let me just make this smaller. Give me a second. Good. Can I do this? Right. Welcome back. And I wanted to be using past paper questions to do the things that I want to do, but unfortunately, I'm unable to. So it's still fine. I'm just going to be moving with you guys, giving you the things I need you to know. The things I need you to know, and we'll be able to do questions together after I've loaded you people with the things that I need you to know. So remember, here's how your math is. So this is your IGCSE mathematics. Right. What you have is, I'm going to give you a bit of, like I can say, formulas that you're going to need that are going to be very useful. Let's build our maths together. IGCSE maths, we know, and I always tell you that you have 9 topics, right? Because today I want to show you what I'm going to teach you on. It's about the second topic. Remember, forget anything else, just learn and we move on, okay? Little by little until you now know everything. Don't rush. Topic number 1 is number, right? Topic number 1 is number. We've been doing a lot of things from this topic. We have bounds, we have interest, we have ratio and proportion, we've got all these other things. And they're easier to teach when you have questions that you can actually do. I'm not going to be doing questions right now, so I'm going to kind of avoid this topic. The second topic that I need you to know, that you have to know, is linear algebra. Okay? Is linear algebra. Then you can go to the third and fourth and fifth, all the way up till you get to topic 9. I won't list them, but there are 9 topics. And if you want to find them, you go to your syllabus on the page which says content overview. That page will tell you how many topics, all the 9 topics that you need. Right now, we are going through the second topic, which is linear algebra. That is the second topic which you're going to go through. Sometimes in the syllabus, you see it listed as the third one, and the syllabus sometimes calls it coordinate geometry. Okay? The syllabus sometimes calls it coordinate geometry. So let me give you the things that I need you to know, and then we're going to be solving questions from this topic together. Okay? So, what is this topic all about, which is called coordinate geometry, okay? Which I've called linear algebra. What is it about? It's the same thing, okay? What is this topic all about? Well, can you hear me now, by the way? Can you hear me now? Alex, can you hear me now? Everyone in the chat, if you can hear me, please say you can hear me. And put your name. Put your name in the chat and tell me you can hear me. Please, everybody, put your name in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, Joanne, I see you. And Alex and Michelle. Where are the others? Where's everyone at? Antonisha, are you in the chat? Are you in the lesson? Wow. Tamika, are you in the lesson, Tamika? Seth, Princely, where are the people? Because nobody's putting their name in the chat. Okay, I see Michelle. Well, Okay, I'm going to continue. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe you are not able to put your name. I don't know. So I was saying, for you to master this topic, I'm going to do a lot of questions with you. For you to master this topic, you have 6 things that you must know. Okay? It's 6 stages. This topic goes from start to finish in 6 stages. So what I want you to say, look, there's going to be 2 stages to mastering topic number 2. Listen, listen, listen. For you to master this topic number 2, there's going to be 2 stages. Stage 1 is going to be you knowing all the formulas. And then the second stage, you will need 2 stages to master this topic. The second stage is now practice, so that you see how you actually apply the formulas that I'm going to teach you. So let's start with the first thing. It's going to be 5 things. The topic we are doing is topic 2 out of 9. 9 topics. And we are going through the second one, okay? Linear algebra. We should finish it in one day. And the next day it's going to be questions. So the very first thing that you need to know, so we have 5 things to know, right? So let me write. We are doing topic 2, which is linear algebra. Linear algebra. What are the 6 things that I should know for me to say I'm ready for this topic? I'm good at it. The first thing is you must know the general form. You must know the general form of the equation of a line. Oh, Tamika, I see you now. The general form of the equation of a line. The general form of the equation of a line. That is the first thing. Okay? Equation of a straight line, the general form. You must know that every straight line is going to be in the form. Remember, we said there are 6 things you're going to know. Every straight line is going to be in the form y is mx plus c. I want you to look closely, because this statement is telling you something which will help you to solve. All lines are in this form. The equation of any line, if they tell you to make up the equation of the line, it is going to be in the form y is mx plus c. This tells you 2 things. To find the equation of a line, you need m and you need c. Only m is going to be gradient, then c is the y-intercept. If we can find these 2 things, then we will have the equation of a line. So if they ask you, find the equation of a line, blah, 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 it does this, it does that, it passes through this point, it is parallel to this or whatever. We don't care what they say. For me to make the equation of a line, I will need m and I'll need c. M and c are numbers. So it will end up being, example, y is equal to 2x minus 5. This is an example of the equation of a line. Okay? In here, m will be 2. The gradient is 2, which is the value before x. And c, which is the y-intercept, is negative 5, which is the number that stands alone. You take it with its sign. So to make the equation of a line, you need 2 things, the gradient and the y. And that leads us to the second thing we gotta know is the gradient. Let's see how we find it. Remember, we'll do 6 things and we'll be done. So the next thing which we have to know is, how do we find the gradient, the m? How do we find that m? The gradient. How do we find it? Gradient, which is m, is equal to, we say that, grad, so I'm going to put, let me first draw some lines so that you see an example of the situation you may have. Okay, you may be given 2 points. Okay, so you may have a line like this. And what you go do is you pick 2 points on that line. Okay, you may also have a line like this. You pick 2 points on that line. Okay? And you go down here and you go here. This will be your x1. Remember, this is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So the point on the left-hand side is your point number 1. And this one will be point number 2. This is your point number 1. And this is your point number 2 because it's on the right side. So it doesn't matter who is up, who is down. It doesn't matter. You pick 2 points. And point number 1, you see where does it cut the y-axis? That'll be y1. Where does it cut the x-axis? That'll be x1. Point number 2, you go, where does it cut the x-axis? It's now x2. And where does it cut the y-axis? That is now y2. Then now what you're going to do, you are going to write, even for this one, you would have said, I go down with point number 1, where it cuts is going to be my x1. Here where it cuts is going to be my y1. Here where it cuts the second point is going to be x2. And where the second point now cuts the y-axis here, the y-axis where it's being cut is now y2 because it's the point on the right-hand side. So now what you're going to then write is m, which is equal to the gradient, is going to be change in y over change in x, which is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? It's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is going to be m, the gradient. Okay? So if you have points B, if you have 2 points where they say a line which passes through point A, which is maybe 2, 3, and B, which is maybe negative 3, 5, or whatever, you go on 1 and you say this will be your x1, y1. Then you go on 2 and this will be your x2, y2. Then you just feed into this formula, change in y over change in x, to find the gradient. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then we can find m, the gradient. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Yes, I think it's good enough. Okay, I think it's good enough. Now we move on. This is going to be the second thing. Remember, 6. We have 6 points that we're going to cover for us to say we are done with this chapter. What is the third point? The third point is then, how do you find C, which is going to be, how do you find C, which is going to be the y-intercept. The y-intercept, which is going to be C. Remember, we only need M and we only need C to get the equation of any line. Any line. We only need M and C. Don't change. Don't let anything else come into your mind. Stick to the plan. You need M and you need C, then you are done. You will write it in this form. Y is mx plus C. Don't change. The moment they say the equation of a line, you do this. So let's see how we find the C now. How do we find C, which is the y-intercept? What do they mean by that? What do they mean when they say the y-intercept? It is the point where the graph cuts the y-axis. It is the point where the graph will cut the y-axis. That is the y-intercept. So, now I want you to say here, there are 3 ways of finding, and you will be given one, okay? You will be given one. 3 ways of finding the y-intercept. Check for all three in the question that you get. Okay? One, the three methods will work. Let's do method one. One will be the easiest one. Check the graph. The first one is you check the graph to see where your graph cuts the y-axis. That's the y-intercept. If you have a graph, okay, check the graph provided. You don't draw it. You check the graph if it has been provided. So if it's like this, then what you will do is you come here, read out the y value. This is the c. Okay, this will be your c, and like you can point to say, and that will be the y-intercept. This will be your c, which is the y-intercept. That will be c, which is the y-intercept. This is the easiest way. Just look where your graph cuts the y-axis. Method number two. Use the coordinate 0, c. Again, you say, if given. So what you must know is that the coordinates of the y-intercept are 0, c. If the line passes through a point which is 0, dot, 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 then the dot, dot, dot is the c. Okay? The fact that it has a 0, that means this number here, this is c. That number will be c. If it passes through 0, something, e.g., if a line passes through the point 0, -3, then c is equal to -3. Okay? This will be automatically becomes the y-intercept, which is your c. That is because it's 0, something. So if you have a line which passes through 0, something, why are you wasting time looking for c? You've been given him. Come on now. You've been given c. Use it. Use it, please. The third way and the final way of finding c is use the coordinates a, b given in the question. You can say in brackets here. And I want you to softly cancel the word use and say substitute. So, and here I can say, I want you to say, if the line passes through a point A comma B, okay? And I want you to know A is not 0. Then to find C, first find M, right? Then do what? So first you're going to find M, then after finding M, hi, Abel. Okay, we continue. We continue. First find M and replace it in y is equal to mx plus c. Listen to this last one. It's easy. It's easy, guys. You find M and you replace in y is mx plus c. Then replace y and x in y equals to mx plus c using the point where the line passes through. E.g., you let, this is going to be your x, this is going to be your y. Remember that. You let a, or you let x equal to a, y equal to b, and substitute and find c. Can you hear me? Sorry for that. Can you all hear me?